Like, for example, with all this Tyga stuff, it exposed, it's almost like the Marxist dragon or serpent. It reared its ugly head, right? Because it started turning into Raza attacking Raza over not being outraged to my liking.
Yes.
How dare you not be, motherfucker? It's like there's some kid named Duno from the Jumper, what is it? No Jumper podcast. They was getting on him, and then they had other Mexican rappers on there, and then they were giving their opinion, and it's like, where does this go?
What are we doing?
Where does this lead to? And then Gil, like I said, you got to be careful of painting yourself in the corner of being like the Raza Avenger, always looking for injustice, right? Only because you start to get in the territory of like, bro, you're looking at clips out of context. Like, if you're bringing up Chris DiStefano, who we've had on our podcast, I've worked with him before, cool as fuck.
A gem.
I've worked with him before, and he's been right here to this house. And basically, man, he's a funny dude that's a comedian, which when you're a comedian, Gil says it all the time. It's like you have artistic license.
Right.
Bro,
where did that go?
When they taught me in high school in art class, when they taught me artistic license, nobody had ever told me this concept throughout my life. And it was in high school, and they're like, yeah, when you're an artist, you can express yourself. You can do things. You can, like, if you want a yellow fucking splatter across your canvas, you can do it, as long as you could justify it, like it has some whatever. Like, you're an artist. You have artistic license. You can experiment. You know, you can express, and it's like, like you can make mistakes. And anyway, Chris DiStefano, as a stand-up comedian, like, he's there to entertain. He's wild. He's saying funny shit. He told a story, I think it was on his podcast, about some immigrants working in the attic in Staten Island, where they live in Shaolin. Is it Long Island or Staten Island? I think he moved to Staten Island. But anyway, he's like, and one of the guys fell. He was complaining about his neck. He's setting you up. He's telling a funny story, right? And then he's like, the guy was complaining about his neck, and then this and that. He didn't want to work no more. Da da da. He was like making a fuss, and I felt bad, and my wife felt bad. Everybody felt bad. Like, oh no, what's gonna happen? What do we do? Do we need to get paperwork? What's going on? And then TT Jerry, I guess his Puerto Rican girl, her uncle, he's like the godfather.
Yeah,
it's trans.
Okay. So
it's
his girl's godfather, now his daughter's godmother, who is the same person. It's a whole thing.
And fresh out of prison and all that. Puerto Rican dude, trans, and TT Jerry was like, in Spanish, was basically like, hey, do you have papers? No? Okay, back to work. And problem solved. The punchline is, he tried to fool us, but he couldn't fool TT Jerry. Sometimes you need somebody like TT Jerry that could see through the bullshit.
Right.
That's the joke. Did it really happen? We don't fucking know. Did he embellish? Probably.
He posted the video. I saw it happen. He fell through the roof and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Regardless, the guy fell.
It's even funny because it's a real story.
My point ain't did it happen, did it not? My point is, once you start to view the world through the lens of victimhood, you will spot victimization everywhere.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm able to view the world through different lenses, different filters. Sometimes I switch on the economics lens. Okay, with the Tyga video, did Empire pay for this? Who paid for it? You know, what's his contract like? Does he have to come out of pocket for it? Like, just whatever. Cultural consultant, I think Gil had brought up. I even factored in, like, he probably works with there's probably some Mexican engineers or somebody in his circle, somebody in his crew. He works, you know what I mean? Like, I think he was just trying to be funny and goofy and creative and silly, and he likes dressing up or whatever.
He brought up the Nutty Professor a dozen times on that interview.
Yeah, he was trying to explain, again.
Why are you explaining yourself about your art, you know?
Because he's not used to being confronted with Maoist. I'm not calling Gil a Maoist Marxist, but like this spirit and this energy, it fucking bites you. You don't play with it. Today's episode is brought to you by our premium content, which you could find at rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/Red Pill Tamales. And of course, most of our subscribers are at patreon.com/Red Pill Tamales. We have so many show ideas. We even want to get into gaming. RPT Studios now has its own YouTube. We're trying to bring y'all, because I don't only like to talk about politics. It's just something I do a couple hours, out the week. And of course, I pay attention to it, but we want to bring so much more value, and it's going to take a village. It requires you guys doing what, Rob?
Being a part of the TIA, which is at the Tamale Intelligence Agency, joining the Discord, joining the Patreon, joining the community, joining the newsletter. That one's free. A lot of people join the newsletter, and then they make their ways to premium content or a live show or something they didn't know Chingo did. That way we can build out the network that we have in our heads. That way when we talk about la cultura or a culture, we can create a culture that's not this sissified, soft, let's complain about everything.
Yeah. So, hey, join the movement. Join the momentum. We're coming, baby. Be on the right side of history. A la madre. That sounded very dramatic. But hey, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for growing out the studios, RPT Studios, a lot more shows, a lot more content. And you can support directly at patreon.com/Red Pill Tamales or rockfin.com/Red Pill Tamales. So basically, when Gil brought up the TT Jerry, Chris Stefano story, he's kind of like, yeah, man, this guy, he's a big deal. He's got a big follow on Instagram. And, you could just tell, mind reading, you could just tell that this is how they are. The people like that, man. That's what they do. A lot of people out there, you could generalize some, right? A lot of people, they think these immigrants they can't sue you. They ain't got papers. Sure, that's factual. I'm sure there are. That's common.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But when you try to be I guess you need something to talk about on your show.
Yeah.
And you got to maybe put in your take and put your 2 cents on. Yeah, somebody sent me this Chris guy. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know the context of, it's a podcast, right? He does this every week. He's just telling silly, stupid, funny story. Half the time, he's the 80% of the time,
he is the punchline.
Chris is the punchline.
Yeah, his show's called Chrissy Chaos, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he does a lot of crazy stuff. But my point is, I had to, because I almost stuck in my cuchara. I was like, you know what? Let me just leave it alone.
It's hard not to on the comedy scene, on the comedy side of things.
On that one, because I know Chris, and I wanted to be like, bro, maybe a little bit of context might help clarify, right? Context. Now, when all of a sudden they turn it around on you, and now everyone's calling Gil a racist, that's a hard jacket to take off. Now you're having to prove that you're not a racist. Now everybody cyberbullying you. They're all hopping in the comments. Same shit they did to me. Same shit the media did to Trump. Same shit they tried to do to Rogan. Same shit they tried to do to Elon Musk. Oh, he's been problematic. Same shit they did to Tyga. They tried to paint him as a racist. How about we don't paint everybody?
Somebody here?
Man, pause.
Pause.
Where was I? Okay. Anyway, the long story short, bro, because we didn't talk about this shit for 4 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
It just keeps evolving, and my point is, we're not mind readers.
Yeah.
Don't go accused. That's a very ugly thing to be accused of. They did it to Tyga. Now they're doing it to Gil. And now context matters. Now it's like, whoa, hey, you guys aren't mind readers. Let me explain. Hey, you guys are taking stuff out of context. It sucks, don't it?
Yeah.
It sucks. Everybody's getting a taste. And where we're headed in this country with wokeness and Marxism and Maoists and all this crap, it's getting to the point where if you haven't been accused of being racist or transphobic or Islamophobic or anything, then you just ain't been around long enough. But it's coming for everybody.
Legalize freedom, that's the anthem. Mass formation, put your hands up. Hey, you don't want these problems. I got land, I got ammo, big trucks,